Hey everybody, today I thought I'd talk about a rather notorious alcoholic beverage and has a strong association with the Scottish culture, in particular the younger culture. I guess you could say that it's quite strong with the Neds over in Scotland. Neds meaning non-educated delinquents, that is Buckfast. Caffeinated tonic wine. This is a beverage in which it's quite special, to me at least, mainly because you cannot get this here in the States. My buddy had to take this on over from Northern Ireland when he came on over to visit here about a week and a half ago, and had to bring it in small bottles because he had to smuggle it through customs. But usually they come in kind of like wine-sized bottles. But it has 15% alcohol. It has about 30 milligrams of caffeine, which is about 3 times the amount of caffeine of a Red Bull. And it's funny because this is made in Devon, England. It's made by Benedictine monks. And the funny thing is, if you go down to England, you will probably not find it there because they ship so much of it up to Scotland. And yeah, it's just not something you really come across, even though it's made down there and apparently by Benedictine monks, which is kind of funny because the Buckfast bottles are mainly known for being used as weapons when people are all jacked up on it. But anyways, the way you drink Buckfast is you don't pour it in a glass, you don't put it in a pint glass, you don't put it in anything fancy. You just grab the bottle and you slug it down. In fact, when I was over in Scotland about, about 4 years ago, someone gave me a little bit of it, and they poured it in a glass for me, and I tasted it. It tasted like sour black licorice, but if you drink it right out of the bottle, it actually tastes a lot better. You get a lot more sweetness in it, not so much of the black licorice taste. But you're probably wondering, well, how does Buckfast make you feel? Well, what I did is I slammed it down pretty quickly, and it's, it'll definitely get you buzzed, but at the same time you're gonna feel amped up. You're gonna feel motivated. You're gonna feel pretty confident. I've never snorted cocaine before, but I've been told this is kind of slightly the same sensation. You feel like you can kind of take on the world, so to speak, which might explain why the youth culture in Scotland, what they do is they pass around a big bottle of Buckies and they slam it down and they go out and create havoc. And I'll tell you this, when I slammed it down and it was really starting to kick in, I kind of felt like going right on over there to my neighbor's house and kicking the shit out of them for letting their dogs come on over and shit in my yard, which is grounds for getting your ass kicked anyways, but that's a different story. But yeah, this is banned in the States, and I think that in Canada it's flat out illegal. I don't know if you'd get a fine or if you'd get jail time for having this, but yeah, I've searched high and low online, and I've also gone to liquor stores. I've tried to get them to order me some Buckfast, and no can do. They do not distribute it over here. So basically, if you want some and you live in the States, then hopefully you have some friends over in the UK that can bring some over to you like they did with me, because other than that, it's you're up shit creek. So but yeah, I definitely recommend that you try a Buckfast. It's quite a rush if you're going to a concert or something. I'd love to get my hands on more of this, because I'd love to down me some before I go see a metal band or something, because I'd be bouncing around. I'd be crowd surfing and moshing like crazy, more so than I do now. But yeah, Buckfast has definitely become one of my favorite beverages, and if you do go over to the UK, make sure you get yourself some. In particular, if you go to Scotland, everybody drinks. Seems like everybody drinks Buckies over in Scotland. So, anyways, get yourself some Buckies if you can, and enjoy. Cheers.